Moyu has released a lot of really great speed cubes recently. The YS3M, the WRM v10, and the RS3M v5 are all really good and people have gotten some really good times on them. Personally, I'm a big fan of all of these cubes, with my favorite being the WRM v9. So when I heard that Moyu was making the WRM v10, I was super excited and I pre-ordered it immediately. Pretty cool. Ah! Nice. So let's see. Let's see this. So I recently got the WRM v10 and I unboxed it and everything was going well for about 2 hours. Then it broke. So yeah, my WRM v10 broke. I was taking out an edge piece to look at the internals and then the core snapped. You know, it sucks. This probably happened because of the new fully plastic core that this cube has. Also, the cube is pretty tight even on the loosest settings. However, a few days later, Moyu actually reached out to me and offered to replace my cube. And they did, so thank you. Thank you a lot, Moyu. Woo. Woo. Okay, it didn't break. I'm literally full out sweating, oh my gosh. I need time to form an opinion on this and actually breaking the cube, but honestly, so far, I like it. I like it. I think it has a lot of potential. I just need to set this thing up, and we'll be good. Cool. Cool. Thank you, Moyu. Now, having used the cube for a little over a week, I have to say that it is very good. It's very solid and sharp. It's also very fast, but the 20 magnet ball core helps give the cube a bit more controllability. Talking about the 20 magnet ball core, I actually really like it. It gives the cube a bit more stability than it would have without it, and I'm a big fan of extra stability. The only thing I don't really like about it is the M slices. The M slices feel a bit heavier than normal, probably due to the ball core. And that's a bit of a bummer because I use RU. This is the first time I have ever tried a 20 magnet ball core, and I do have to say that I do think it's an upgrade over normal core magnets. The feel of this cube is very light, snappy, and sharp compared to the WRM v9, which has a much more rounded and soft feel. Honestly, it kind of feels like a mix between the RS3M v5 and the WRM v9. Also, Moyu finally changed their adjustment system, and it's actually really good. You turn clockwise to adjust the tension. The setting you're on is indicated by the notch on the inside of the center, and you turn counterclockwise to adjust the elasticity. The setting you're on is indicated by the divot on the inner ring. Yeah, this adjustment system is very good. It's definitely not the best one that's out there. I still give that to the Tornado, but honestly, Moyu did a good job here. The only thing I don't really like about it is that this cube is just too tight. Even on the loosest settings, some people will find this cube too tight for them. However, I'm not one of those people and I prefer my cubes on the tighter side. Okay, so do I recommend this cube? That's a hard question because the first one that I got broke. You know, it's a very good cube, but I don't want to recommend cubes that break. However, I think that I'm going to give the WRM v10 a pass. I think that it's going to be pretty similar to the Tornado v3 when that first released, where some people had issues, and then GE fixed the cube and put out new batches, and I think that's exactly what Moyu's gonna do. Also, I don't think the core breaking is a super common issue, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. If you do decide to get one, I highly recommend you get one off of the Cubicle because their customer service is very good. So if anything does happen, then the Cubicle is there to help you. Also, you can use code ALEX for a 5% discount. Thank you for sponsoring me. I really like the WRM v10. It provides a nice middle ground between the RS3M v5 and the WRM v9, but it is hard for me to recommend it over those cubes. It really just depends on how you turn, because this cube heavily promotes accurate turning. To put it simply, you will not like this cube if you're not an accurate turner. It's gonna lock up, it's not gonna feel good, and you're just gonna have a bad time. So I just recommend you get the WRM v9 instead. If you are an accurate turner and you like speedy cubes and you want something a little less blocky than the RS3M v5, I actually highly recommend the WRM v10. I think that it's the best Moyu cube out right now, and I have been having a lot of fun with it. Personally, I do think that the WRM v10 is better than the RS3M v5, but I can see why some people may like the RS3M v5 more. But what about the Tornado v3? Is it better than that? I don't know. The problem is that there's just too many good cubes out right now, and I'm having a hard time choosing which one's the best. Maybe I should do some sort of mega comparison. I don't know. Love you, bye.